Hey guys, you're with me Kevin, your scuba professional, and today we're here to review the Cressi Michelangelo Dive Computer that we've got available on our site. First off, we see it comes in this really awesome Cressi computer box, and that just goes a long way to protect it should you drop it, which I think is great. It's got a handy little carry or wrist handle over there, and if you open it up, we're going to reveal the computer itself. So there you can see our first look at the Michelangelo computer. You'll see when you open up the box, it comes with a whole bunch of bits of paper. It's got the guarantees, the warranties, your quick reference guide, as well as your instruction manual. Very important you read your instruction manual beginning to end, so you completely understand the full workings of your Michelangelo computer. The reference guide also really handy to hang on to. So opening it up to have a quick look at that computer, I'm going to move the safety box out the way. So let's have a look. You can see that first off, it's a really large computer. The display screen is about the same size as a tennis ball. So if I was to pop that onto my wrist and just hold it up to show you there, or hold it like that, you can see that this is definitely not something that you're going to wear as a day-to-day watch. That said, however, the display is really big, which makes it super easy to read when you're underwater. There's a lot of real estate on the inside here to put all the displays that you need. So your depth and bottom time, which take up the majority of the screen, are really big, which makes it very easy for you to read when you're underwater. The peripheral information is written down the tops and the bottom, but your main depth and time is the easiest thing to read. As far as the frame of the computer is concerned, you can see it's a big chunky design at the top. It's got a big rubber foot pocket over there, and you have a silver bezel around the top with a single navigation button, which we're going to get to in a sec. And you've got a very long strap. So this strap you can tighten up for use with a wetsuit, but this would easily work with a dry suit as well, if you see how much space we've got there. So there's a lot more strap there to dive this with a dry suit. And it's got some inlaid Cressi branding, which looks really great. And on the back section, I can see that it has a user replaceable battery, and that's the CR234240. Have a look in the instruction manual, but these are readily available at most supermarkets and or drugstores or pharmacies. It's very easy for you to open it up with a coin and then replace the battery if you're away on a dive trip. So that's quite handy. I really like the dive computers where you can use a replace, especially if you're on a dive trip in a remote location. These batteries are quite easy to find. As far as the dive functions are concerned, I mentioned that it has a single button navigation, and that's just quite easy to go through. You just hold the button in and scroll through the different navigation menus. So you would have the ability to set your time and your alarms. You can set your dive mode. You can go into your logbook. It keeps track of 100 dives, and there are a number of other settings you can get to as well. When you reach the section that you want, you just hold the button in for 2 seconds and that enters that menu. And then you can scroll through the menus within that sub-menu, and to enter it again, you push the button for 2 seconds and it goes into that other menu as well. If you just leave it for a few seconds, it'll default itself out of the menu too. So it's super simple to navigate through. From a function point of view, it has standard Scuba Mode using the RGBM dive model. You have an advanced Nitrox mode, meaning that it can do 2 nitrox gases. First gas up to 50%, so if you're doing normal nitrox diving where you're up to standard 40% mix, you just set your nitrox mode and then you're done. If you were doing a tech course or an advanced nitrox course where you're doing accelerated deco, so that's a 40-meter dive where you dive into deco, swim to the surface and then get to 5 meters to do your accelerated deco stop, you have a second gas mix or a gas 2 which can do nitrox up to 100% for your accelerated deco. To note that this is not a trimix computer. It can do 2 oxygen mixes for the accelerated deco as discussed. You have a free dive mode, so if you were going free diving or spearfishing, you can just set it to that, which speeds up the sample rate as you swim down and then come back up. And you have a gauge mode or bottom timer mode as well. So if you were a commercial diver and you just needed it to work as a bottom timer, you would set it to that. Or if you were a scuba instructor in the swimming pool and you just wanted it to keep track of how long you're underwater, you set it to the gauge mode as well, which would then just give you bottom time and the depth that you're at. It does not calculate the nitrogen loading. So overall, it's a very, very simple and easy dive computer to navigate through, a very clean, clear, easy to read display with a user replaceable battery. I reckon it's a great value for money and a very good looking computer as well. That's the Cressi Michelangelo Dive Computer. Comes in this really handy carry case as well to protect it. So there's that review. If you guys are enjoying these product reviews, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go over there and click subscribe. You can also go check out all our social streams. We've got them all. Just give scuba.co.za a search across them all and we'll keep you up to date with all the funky things that we've got going on an ongoing basis. So that's it from me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the water really soon.